Hello and welcome to Car Throttle. My name is Alex and you join me and three special guests on the Hot Wheels Legends Tour livestream 2021. To my left, our automotive design legend Ian Callum, automotive photographer Amy Shaw, and YouTuber and podcaster Sam Fain. The four of us will be looking at and judging your Hot Wheels entries, but before we do all of that, let's get to know the judges. And Ian, I'd like to get started with you because it's your brain that we've got to thank for the likes of the Ford RS200, the Escort Cosworth, the original Puma,
years ago.
DV7, Jaguar F-Type, CX-75 concept. The list is so long that I'm actually running out of ink. So before we get started, how are you and what have you been up to?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, and I'm starting a new business, so I've been busy in that. Apart from that, I haven't been doing very much. Playing around with some of my cars occasionally.
Yeah.
It's always a bit of fun, or frustrating, depending on whether you can actually do it or not. You know, but yeah, I've been enjoying the last few months.
Perfect. Good to hear. Good to hear. Right, to get to know you, Ian, I've got 5 questions to throw at you.
Go on then.
Are you ready?
Not really.
Okay, perfect. So question 1, what 3 words would your friends use to describe you?
Friends.
I mean, we're all friends here as well, so maybe
we need us to join in here.
Okay. Well, those who know me, I think I'm passionate. I'm passionate with what I do. I'm creative. I'd like to think they thought I was creative. And I can be a little bit impatient sometimes because I like to get things done quickly. So
I'm getting that vibe, so I'm going to move on very quickly. Question 2, what's your biggest career highlight?
Well, it's probably the launch of the Aston Martin DB7 because that's really what started my career. If I think back on it, you know, it was a marvelous moment at Geneva Motor Show '93, long time ago. And it was just an enormous day for me and something I'll never forget.
Amazing.
Wonderful.
Yeah. What's the best piece of advice anyone has ever given you? Whatever
you do, it can be better.
Cool. Are we talking about this live stream again? The impatience?
Anything. But basically, I've always believed that. Anything you do, you think it's good, you think it's the best it can be, but it can be better.
Yeah. So you go back to the drawing board and start again? Or
well, you never have time to do that, of course.
Okay,
but you know, next time round, you've...
And with the DB7, what could you have done better?
I don't know, actually. I haven't thought about that one.
Shall I move on? Can I move on? Yes, let's move on. Question 4. If you could only drive one car for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Well, with this audience, this could be controversial. I think it'd have to be electric. And I love V8s, I love powerful internal combustion engines, but it's inevitable we'll all be driving electric cars one day. And I would choose the I-Pace.
Would you?
But yes, I would, because it's great fun to drive. It's actually a very good off-roader too. Not many people know that. And I think it looks quite good, but I would say that. And it's just a marvelous car to live with. And if the infrastructure was in place, which one day it might be, then that's the car I would choose.
Yeah. A friend of mine actually has an I-Pace, but he does also work at Jaguar Land Rover, so he kind of has to. But I do agree, it's actually a really good car and very nippy.
I might slam it though.
Really?
Definitely, yeah. I'd have to trick it up. None of my cars are standard.
Banded Steelies as well, is that what we're looking at?
Maybe, but it'd have to be a lot lower and track-like.
Amazing. I look forward to that. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
A project for me to do. Yeah.
Excellent. And the last question. We've obviously brought our Hot Wheels inspired MR2 here. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's a bit squee-whiff, isn't it? It's, I quite like it. I've been looking at it a lot. I quite like it. I like its simplicity. I love simplicity of the car. I think the structure for me could be a little bit more visually constructed. That's one thing I would say. It looks a little random. I'm sure it's been properly worked out from a technical point of view.
Not really. But, no. It was thrown together in a shed.
It looks a bit like a kind of random cage.
Yes, no, it is.
In principle, I like it. I just think it could be a bit more finessed. But yeah, it's on the way to being something.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll take that. The cage is actually not particularly structural, but it does look very good.
It's orange.
Yeah. So that's a 10 out of 10 from Ian Callum, right?
I'll give it 8.
Oh, I'll take that. Okay, let's move on. Amy.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
What have you been up to?
I very recently started an E-Type restoration workshop, so I'm quite busy as well as taking the pictures all the time. So that's keeping me going.
Very cool. How long have you been going?
About 7 weeks now.
Okay,
It's
well,
super new.
yeah, we are very new. Right, to get to know you a little bit, I'm going to ask the same 5 questions.
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay. What 3 words would your friends use to describe you?
Well, I was going to use one of the words that Ian used as passionate, but I feel like I'm not allowed to use that now. Because
Of course you can.
Well, this is the great thing about our job. I think we're all here because we're passionate. So passionate would be one for me. Probably hardworking. You know, it's pretty tough. And then I'd probably just go with generally happy.
That's 2 words though.
Generally happy.
So are we just going to go with generally as your third word?
Generally.
General.
I'm so general.
I'll take that. I mean, you know, nobody expects anything from me, and so it's, you know, if I do better, then that's great. If I don't do as well, then it doesn't matter.
Perfect.
Generally.
All bases covered, I like it. All right, a second question. What is your biggest career highlight?
It's got to be photographing my first original D-Type, I think. That was a really special day because we just took it out literally around the local roads. I had my dad with me as my assistant, and that was a really magical day.
That's really cool. And what's the best piece of advice anyone has given to you?
It's probably a quote. Comparison is the thief of joy. So I like, yeah, pretty deep, huh?
Yeah, so deep it's taken me so long to figure it out. I'll have to come back to that. Write that down and try and work it out at home. Question 4, if you could only drive one car for the rest of your life, what is it?
Something I've already got, a Defender. It would have to be a Defender. Just, you know, you can sleep in the back, you can go off-roading, you can show up to quite a nice black tie dinner and still look cool. So I think Defender all the way for everything.
I think, again, that's all bases covered, isn't it?
It is, really, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And final question, what do you think of our MR2? It's glorious, isn't it?
It looks lightweight. I don't know if it is.
Actually, the cage itself only weighs about 90 kilos. However, the wheels, the rear wheels, you'll like this, 45 kilos a corner. That's a lot of unsprung weight.
Unsprung weight, yes.
Yeah. See, us designers, we've got this technical lingo going.
Yeah, but I mean, from a photographic point of view, it's got some interesting lines to it.
I mean, it's available.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, we'll chat after, yeah?
Okay, perfect. Being fobbed off. All right, Sam.
Howdy.
Over to you. You're just back from Monaco, aren't you? What have you been
You can't say
doing?
that, it's just a cliched
Go on,
supercar
tell
YouTuber life. Oh, I just got back. But no, I genuinely just got back. But yeah, it's amazing. Just good to travel once again. And October in Monaco is still a vibe. I mean, there was more supercars there than there are in July. So I think the rich have got richer in lockdown. But yeah, very nice to get back out
Amazing.
there.
And what have you got coming up?
More travel, unbelievably, off to the Middle East, I think towards the end of the year, back to Italy as well. So yeah, my channel is predominantly based around adventures in cars, so it's good to finally get back out and do some adventures.
Amazing. Are you ready for the questions?
I think so.
Okay, I'm actually changing them. This is a maths quiz now. I thought I'd switch it up. 7 times 7.
49?
Oh yes, well done, well done. All right, let's go to the real questions. 3 words that your friends would use to describe you.
I really struggled with this because I have to steal a line from Ian. I don't really have friends, but I think bald or hairless, workaholic maybe, and then Amy helped me out earlier with positive.
Oh, okay.
So, I thought that was quite nice, actually.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. What's your biggest career highlight?
I drove a Formula 1 car, which...
You don't like to brag though, right?
Mic drop, I'll leave now. But yeah, no, that was amazing. 2012 Formula 1 car in France. Stalled it on the first lap, recovered well, solid performance.
Which car was it?
It's the Kimi Räikkönen Lotus car, so the
Really?
Abu Dhabi. Leave me alone, I know what I'm doing. I didn't know what I was doing. So,
Did they let you have full revs in it?
so 15,000 RPM instead of 18,000. That was the only kind of holdback.
That's cute. It's like you never really drove it, isn't it?
Drove it more than you did.
Yeah, more than I ever will do as well. All right, question 3. What's the best piece of advice anyone's ever given you?
It's a YouTube piece of advice, which was just keep uploading. I think, as you'll know, Alex, it's a cruel world, social media, but
It really
just
is.
keep uploading and
Yeah.
somehow it'll work out, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And here we are. If you could only drive one car for the rest of your life, what is it?
Oh, you're going to kill me.
I'm thinking sub 1000 Ford Focus.
You know,
You're a Ford Focus
I'm
man.
a cars of the people kind of guy, so Ferrari 360 Stradale is the route I would go. Practical, usable, loud, red. So yeah, you can't go wrong. I see you're all agreeing with me, so good choice.
Yeah. Ian's actually nodding. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, it's
You've got
pretty good.
Yeah, yeah,
It's pretty good.
yeah.
I'm not sure about the red.
It's a Ferrari, hasn't it?
Well, exactly.
And Sam, MR2, bit of you, talk to me.
This car reminds me of you a lot because I think it's all show, no go. But therefore, I guess it's very
Truer words have never been said. Fair play. But you like it?
I do actually like it, I have to say. It pains me to congratulate you on anything, but it's very cool.
Do you think we'll see it on the channel anytime soon?
My channel?
Yeah? I will allow us to put this car on your channel.
You know, maybe the podcast.
Okay, good. It's another one that we're going to be talking about.
Face for the radio. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay, lovely. Well, I love it. Don't listen to them. Right, before we check out your Hot Wheels entries, I want to quickly shout out Smith's Toy Superstores, where you can buy your very own Hot Wheels die-cast models. Hit the link in the bio for more information. Right, I think it's time that we now had a look at some of the entries. You'd like your clipboard, yeah, because all of our judges are actually going to be doing official judging. So, shall we check out video 1?
Please.
Here we go. Right, so here we go. This is George Barker's Suzuki Jimny. He's written a bit of blurb. Off-road animal, lightweight, small wheelbase, rock climber, loves off-roading and mud, and whatever you put in front of it has been converted to a pickup with some of the best 4x4 gear about. Now, I don't know about you, but I love a Jimny. I love its utilitarian look. It's rugged, it's small, it's feisty. All show, no go like me, right? Except this is all show and all go. What are your thoughts? Sam, I'm going to throw it over straight to you.
I adore this thing. It's adorable, but also adventurous, like Winnie the Pooh climbing Everest. It's all happening for me, and I would also like to take it somewhere very sort of built up, like a city, and see it in a sort of urban setting, just because I think it would look as good there as it does driving through.
Are we talking Monaco again?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It looks super in Monaco, this, wouldn't it?
Perfect. He agrees.
Perfect.
From a design standpoint, Ian?
Yeah, I love the stance of some of these off-road vehicles. I don't like when people make off-road vehicles look like they're meant to be sitting on the racetrack, but this really looks, it's designed to do what it does best, you know. The stance is great, the proportions are great. I love the pickup bed. That makes it for me. Yeah, it's really cute, and it works, and it's just edgy enough in terms of its finish to get away with it. So
yeah, and it's got a wading depth of what looks like 2 meters as well, so it's doing very well.
It works well.
Amy, as a Defender aficionado, is this,
well, this thing, the minute I saw this, I thought, I love this. You guys have explained it perfectly. It's cute, but it's so awesome in its own very rugged way. I mean, I have written one word down there, which is just topple. I'd be a little bit concerned about, you know, I don't know if Jimnys have got the best track record for staying upright on some of these.
I don't know if it would pass a moose test, put it that way.
Yeah. It's as tall as it is wide.
Like me.
Yes.
But no, I love it. I think it's so cool.
Awesome. And on that very happy note, let's now move it on to the second entry. Right, that is Chris Den's 1988 Austin Mini City E, and he writes, "It is primarily built as a show car, but I do drive it come rain or shine. A lot of my inspiration comes from Japan, particularly the cultures and styles centering around Shakotan, Bosozoku, Kaido races, etc." Ian, I'm going to throw it straight over to you because there's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on. It's a great stance. Let's start off with the overall proportions. Absolutely fantastic. I love the wheels. I love the way it's sitting on the wheels. Too much detail for my liking. You know, I would have wanted to have seen it a little bit more cleaned up than that. But it's following a particular style, which I understand, especially in the interior. There are things I love about it. There's things I loathe about it.
Oh.
So, you know, I love minis. I'm a real mini aficionado, so I have two myself. So is it how I do mine? Possibly not. Some of it might be. But the overall stance of the car, I bet that in the street looks fantastic.
I agree, yeah.
I bet it's a real head turner.
Yeah.
Take the stripes off though, it doesn't need the stripes.
Chris Den, what are you doing? Right?
Hey, it's lovely.
Perfect. Amy?
So I've also got a Mini, and Absolutely love them. In terms of just the stance, I think it looks really, really awesome. I mean, the words I've written down are jazzy and playful, which I think it's so cool. It's like the cooler younger cousin from, you know, town next door that comes to stay, and you're like, oh, I'm not quite as cool as that. But yeah, I know, I love it. I think similar to Ian, there are definitely parts of it that I'm not as keen about, but that's just from my personal choice. But overall, I think it's a really, really wicked car.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's maybe a little bit too fussy. There's a bit too much going on. Simplify it a little bit. Maybe put it on some like off-road wheels and off-road suspension, and then put a nice like 1.9 diesel in it and stuff like right.
Spot on. You
Yeah? Nailed it.
Yeah.
Sam, what do you reckon?
Neon lights. For me, it's all about the neon lights. You know, what happened to neon lights? I think they became illegal, but them and spinning rims need to make a strong comeback. I'm all about the early noughties styling. So for me, that does it. The rest of the car, I would agree, it's maybe a little bit too much going on, but the neon lights sell it for the rest of it.
Yeah. Would this look good in Monaco?
Great. I mean, it would.
There's a theme here. I'm going to ask questions about Monaco every single time.
That's fine. I'm happy to keep talking about Monaco. It wouldn't make it into Casino Square, but you know, down in the port on a night out, who knows?
All right. Okay. Well, maybe we'll see it there one day. Okay. Video 3. Let's take a look. And this is Fabien Guéraud's 1954 Citroen 2CV. He writes, owned by my dad for over 35 years, I've transformed it to my first rat rod, 30s Ford rims, 602cc engine, and a few bits and bobs that I thought were cool. A rat rod made in France, where this kind of hobby is difficult. Amy.
Now, my initial thoughts was that I didn't particularly like it. However, hearing the story, I like how bold he is, and I like that he's really gone and thought, you know what, I like this. This is what I want to do to my car. I'm not ashamed about it, and you know, even to the point where he used these additions like the peg involved. I think that's really, really cool. So no, it actually gets thumbs up from me. I think it's cool. It's his own personality in the car.
It just looks like he's found it and just not done anything with it. But yeah, definitely very bold. Ian, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm a great hot rod fan, and I love the 2CV, which I know well. You know, as a car, it's been pared back to the minimum, and this has been pared back even further, which I really respect. I'm not a great fan of the finish, but that's very much a pure personal thing. I really do like it. I like if I could go and finish it off for him. I think I'd really enjoy that.
What would you do?
I'd paint it.
Oh, okay.
But I realise that's the whole point. I do get it, but that sort of finish is not my taste. But I love the stance. I love the way I love the story it tells. It's fabulous. And by the way, 54 is a brilliant year.
I've heard it's a terrible year.
Well, it's when the best people were born.
It was really long time ago.
No, not that long ago.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
Let's move on.
God.
Sam?
Is this the pedal car, or has this got an engine in it?
It has an engine.
Oh, okay. I can tell.
That's cheeky.
No, I actually think it's great. You know, barn finds have become like such a thing on social media now, and this looks like an actual barn find.
It really does. It looks like it should have stayed there.
Yeah. You said it, not me.
Monaco score out of 10?
Monaco probably a 2 or 3. Yeah, that would not do too well.
All right, okay. Right, before we continue looking through the cars, let's remind ourselves of our very own Mud Runner 2, the glorious MR2. Let's take a look. Well, so there you go. You've seen it in action a bit.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah?
Is that the reason why the front bumper is a different colour to the main roll cage?
We ran out of paint.
Okay.
Yeah. So we actually finished building this on the day that we were filming. Yeah, yeah.
That's
so
how most best projects are like that.
yeah, indeed, yeah. And you can see that the car was kind of taken apart with a lot of love and delicacy. Yeah, yeah. Those are two words that I would describe myself with. Love and delicate.
Not sure many people would agree.
Just like the video.
Okay, perfect, yeah. All right. Everyone's got eyes down. Shall we now take a look at a few more cars? Are we ready for that? Yeah? Let's do that. Let's check out the fifth car. Before we do continue though, I messed up. It's the fourth car, not the fifth car. I got too carried away, didn't I? Because I'm just so focused on this beautiful MR2. Anyway, this is Andy Riley's Audi 1972 100 Coupe, complete ground-up resto mod, helped by my then 11-year-old twins and 16-year-old son, engine swap to a 1.8 20-valve turbo, air ride, custom interior, Lancia Delta custom wheels, chrome suspension. Ian, thoughts?
Love it.
Yeah?
My kind of car.
Oh, we've got a winner for Ian. Perfect.
Yeah, you know, it's direct, it's strong, fantastic stance. I know that's a bit of a cliche saying that, but that's not always an easy thing to do. Everything's sorted on it. It's painted, unlike some, and it's been painted well. And to come from where it's been is a work of art. And I love it when people take these old cars that have had no life left them and turn it into something like that. That to me is excellent.
And your thoughts on putting a 20-valve turbo in one of those?
Absolutely fine, yeah. Is it big enough?
Yeah, they make very good power, definitely.
That's good. Yeah,
Okay.
no, I love it.
That's a big thumbs
And
up.
originally the car was a brilliant shape anyway, so it's starting off from a very strong base.
Yeah, I do also love it. It's just finished so well, and like you said, it's painted, which is refreshing, isn't it?
Well, in some cases, yes.
Sam, what do you think?
I have to agree. I think it's perfect. It's amazing. I love the whole resto mod thing at the moment, celebrating the older cars, breathing fresh life into them. And this looks the part. If you told me this was an OEM car, I probably would believe it. It looks a little bit, maybe too low for me, but in general, I adore it. And that, I mean, Monaco score, that's right up there. That's like
really?
an 8 or 9. If
Really?
that goes into Casino Square, the cameras will be coming out.
Are we talking like Ferrari levels?
Well, let's not get carried away, but it's, you know, it's a good, solid.
You could paint it red.
If you painted it red, then we'd be onto
Then it would be
something.
better than a 360 Stradale.
Don't be ridiculous.
Sorry,
By the way, you can never be too low.
Really?
I love how you just love low cars. This is amazing.
See, I want there to be a nice gap between tyre and body, but
Well-
that's just a bit too.
It's probably got air on it.
Yeah,
does have air, yeah, it does have air.
it's too far for me.
I do like a thick sidewall as well, though. This for me is also too low. Don't forget, I live in London. I wouldn't be able to drive anywhere.
What do you do about speed bumps, really, like realistically?
Yeah, nothing.
Potholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to have a digger and you just get rid of them and then you can drive around.
It's got air. It's got air. You lift it up. It's fine.
All right, okay.
Fine.
Amy, what do
Like
you think?
Lamborghinis.
Same thing exactly.
Sorry.
But no, you're completely right. No, it's. I don't think it's too low. Not for me, actually. I think it's the perfect level of low, actually. The thing I love most about this is that it feels like it was a family project, and that is something I know that, you know, we've all probably come from cars from our own families, and for me that's what I really love about this car. I think the exterior interior combo is beautiful, really nicely done. If I had to say something I'd change, maybe the wheels. It's not quite my style, but that's purely my own personal preference.
Yeah, I agree on the wheels. They're a little bit too fussy.
A little bit shiny. Like
Yeah.
I just feel like I'd just at any point one little puddle I'd be a bit worried about.
Yeah. I'd really love to drive this just to see how it
Too
feels.
practical.
Too practical. My Defender is my life.
Well, I think that's a big thumbs up from all of us for the Audi. So let's move it on to the fifth car. Let's take a look. Rude, right? So this is Dan Elmore's MG Metro 6R4, and he writes, this very car has been driven by world rally champion Richard Burns, Group B driver Harry Toivonen, and current WRC star Craig Breen. The car has recently starred in BBC Top Gear with the Stig's dad at the wheel, and also in Car SOS with the presenters enjoying a ride while restoring a different 6R4. Amy, what do you think?
I love it. I think it's so playful. It's one of those cars which it's just silly. It's just fun. It's cute. But at the same time, it's very, very good at what it does. And I think from a visual point of view, I mean, Ian, you might completely disagree with me, but I think it looks so cool. It's taken some of the coolest aspects out of other cars, plonked them into one, and here you have it. You can see him laughing. He's like, what are you? You're not a designer.
Yeah. Sorry, it's going to be a long day, isn't it? Ian, thoughts?
It has character, doesn't it?
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's so hard to please.
I was bemused by it when it came out. I remember when this car was brand new. I was bemused by it when it came out, and clearly it's designed around its pure function. There was another car called the RS200, which is probably a little bit more integrated. But no, I do like it. I think the fact that it's been preserved to this level for so long, and it's still being driven properly in anger, is absolutely, admirable. I think that's fantastic. So for that alone, I would give it high marks. It is an odd car. Unfortunately, the whole Group B thing didn't happen long enough for us to really enjoy it thoroughly. But yeah, it's got loads of character. Is it a styling exercise? No, but not everything has to be. So yeah, I get good marks from me.
Yeah.
For what it is.
What would you change? Slam it. Air ride.
Well, not in a rally car. That would be a bit difficult, wouldn't it? Yeah. I don't know. I'd take some of the bumps out of it, I think, perhaps, but they're all there for a purpose.
Yeah. It does scream Hot Wheels, though, doesn't it?
It does scream Hot Wheels, but yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It is pure Hot Wheels.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah. Especially in that colour.
Yeah, it's a toy car. I mean, I know I've still got a lot more cars to see, but this is my winner, like, straight out. I mean, it's just, this is me all over it. Anything sort of historic motorsport, this era, the fact it looks so aggressive. And I could imagine playing with that on a car mat as much as I could driving it or going for a ride. And it's just brilliant. It's red. I mean,
duh. Hello. And the final Monaco score, please.
Oh, very, very high. I mean, 10.
Ooh.
10 for Monaco. Because it could be the Monaco Rally, couldn't it? So.
Yeah, absolutely. Dan, we're all big fans of what you do. Shall we have a look at the next car, the sixth car, please? All right, I think we're going to have plenty to say on this. Let me read the specs on this. So this is Wayne Allman's VW 1965 crew cab. There's a few modifications. Don't know if you picked those up, but I'm going to go through them anyway. Wayne says, my split screen is a steel-bodied, roof-chopped 1965 crew cab pickup that has a 2,500 horsepower 2,500 horsepower, blown Hemi and a full tube chassis, metal flake and candy paint, and covers the quarter mile in 7.1 seconds at 196 miles an hour. Mind blown. It was built and painted by me, and I'll be trying to go over 200 miles an hour in a couple of weeks' time. Wow. Sam? Do you need a moment?
Kind of speechless. It's a thing. Amy.
Well, I think what I'm intrigued about this is that there's two words on the side. It's mental, and I would worry it would break down. There's a lot of things going on in this, and you can't really see from most of the frame, but there's a huge wing on the back of it, and I don't know really how useful it is from an aerodynamic point of view. It's Ian.
Well, I love Splitties. I think they're fabulous looking things, especially in the crew cab style. The paint work is very late 60s, American, Californian. In fact, look at this car could be anywhere in the world. It could be West Coast America. and it's very much of that ilk and that period. It's a fabulous piece of work.
Yeah.
It's an incredible piece of work. And the crew cab VW cabin is almost incidental to the rest of it. I really like it. I get it. It's, you know, it's a pure drag racer, so I wish him well. You know, I really do. I hope he reaches the, yeah.
Is it low enough for you?
It's certainly low enough. Yeah. I think the front track's probably a little narrow, but there you go. But no, I think it's fabulous. I think it's an incredible piece of work. And I admire the people that put these things together, because a lot of them put them together instinctively. They've got this wonderful mechanical brains that just put these cars together, and I'm sure they do it almost piecemeal to get to where they
Does it
they
remind
have
you
to
a
be.
bit of the MR2?
Not really, no.
Cool. No similarities?
What, piecemeal?
Okay, all right. Well, I think it's amazing as well. The fact that it's got 2,500 horsepower is just bonkers. And for a thing so slab-nosed to be doing 200 miles an hour or near 200 miles an hour just absolutely blows my mind. It's also single-seater, so probably not the most practical, and I don't think it's going to be road legal.
And is it that aerodynamic, the front of a VW? Like
No,
that?
not at all, which is why it's so impressive that it can do 200 miles an hour.
It'll probably lift on takeoff. But pure Hot Wheels.
Yeah, absolutely. Again,
Yeah.
pure Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Right, before we take a look at more of your entries, we're going to play a game. Are you ready? Do you want to play a game?
Sure.
I'm going to have to leave the set for a second, and then I'm going to chat to you face to face. So bear with me. I'll be back in a second.
It's quite concerning, isn't it? We're now quite nervous.
Right, so
Okay, yeah.
for everyone at home, I'm going to show you this Hot Wheels car. Okay, you can probably tell what it is, and then we're going to play a game of 20 questions, yes or no answers only, and whoever gets the correct answer gets to win the Hot Wheels die-cast model. And if you don't guess it, you can also buy it at Smith's toy shop if you wanted to, because there's only one here. Right, so first question, we'll start with you, Ian.
Is it American?
No.
Is it usually red?
No. Who's keeping count? People at home are keeping
I was
count.
going to say, is it Italian? But now I feel like... is it rear-wheel drive?
No.
Is it a two-seater?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Is it British?
Yes.
Is it a hatchback?
Does the back lift up?
Does it? Yeah, yes, the back lifts up. So it's not a hatchback, but it's more of a coupe. This is also testing my knowledge of this car.
Isn't this your game?
So it's a live stream though, we can't edit this out, so I'm going to look like an idiot whatever we do. Let's keep going.
Let's think of era. What era should we should ask?
Okay. Is it considered a classic?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it a Lotus?
No.
I don't know what question we're on
Is
now.
it four-wheel drive?
Yes.
Four-wheel drive.
Well, let's pause.
Classic
Let's
British.
pause.
Can we start guessing the car?
If you want.
Is it a Defender?
No, no, it's not. No, it's definitely not. No, that wasn't even on my radar.
Is it a Ford?
It's a Ford.
Is it an RS200?
No, you can't take two questions.
Sorry.
Is it an RS200?
Sam, it's an RS200. Well done.
I knew it. I just knew it from the answers. I put it all together.
Right. Was that too easy?
No,
Not really.
I mean, I feel like Ian should.
No, that's absolutely fine. I've just got one actually last week.
Have you?
Yeah, yeah.
Full size or the Hot Wheels?
That one. That very one.
Did I get my facts right?
Yes. Yes.
So we're not going to have to do the live stream all over again.
No, your facts are right. It's got a lift back. It's two seats.
Yeah.
It's a Ford.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all right.
I'm very happy.
And it's
So am I.
British. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Brilliant.
Right. I'm so proud of myself. I did something right. Okay, let's now move it on to more of your entries. So let's take a look at the 7th car. Right, Sam, talk us through this. What is it? Just remind me.
This is a car I'm
the
very
era
familiar.
and blah blah blah.
Yeah, very familiar with this car. I've driven.
I'll guide you through because this is something I've not even seen ever as well. So this is Alan Hull's 1924 Singer Sport, hand built by Paul Bacon, owned by me. This car is a one-off that took 5 years to build. The body is in 2 parts with the doors mounted with 1 hinge. Under the bonnet sits a V8 that's mated to an auto box. So not a great deal of information, but you don't really need to know what powers it. You just need to look at it and just decide if you love it or loathe it, or where are you going with this, Sam?
I actually love it. I maybe you didn't see that coming from me, but I think it looks, so many of the details look so intricate. There's so much going on. There looks like maybe a huge handbrake outside the driver's door, something like that, an external handbrake or something going on. I like how much is exposed. I think the actual coachwork is beautiful. I'm a big fan of this.
Monaco points?
Monaco points, questionable, but as a thing, high up in my mind, in my heart.
It's very detailed, isn't it? Ian, what are you thinking?
It's quite astounding. I mean, I know the amount of work that's gone into making that, and it is phenomenal. What's lovely about it is the spontaneity of these lines. The guys, someone hopefully at some point has sketched these lines very quickly and said that's exactly what we'll build. And I really appreciate that because it's a very difficult thing to do.
Does it remind you a little bit of our Hot Wheels MR2?
It's got that spontaneity, yeah.
I'm just trying to cling on to anything here.
Colour slightly different.
Okay, all right.
It's incredible. Do I like it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but I do appreciate it. It's very 60s American, Daddy Roth stuff, Pure Hot Wheels.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's unique. I mean, that's utterly unique.
Yeah. Maybe it's a bit too intricate to be made as a die-cast car. There's just a lot going on, isn't there?
Make them better.
Make them better. Yeah. We're saying to Alan Hull, make your car better. Yeah.
No, we're saying to Hot Wheels, make them better.
Amy, what are your thoughts?
I think if Cinderella was based in like a steampunk...
Brilliant. Yes. That's brilliant. Lovely analogy.
It's not really an era, but if Cinderella was a steampunk dressed kind of girl, this is what she'd show up to the ball in. And the more I look at it, like when I initially saw it, I thought, just no. But then, as Ian has said, it's something that looks like it's just been put onto paper and then created in real life. And when it comes to the details as well, just everything, you could stand and look at it for hours and still not notice everything that they've done. And I think it's a really, really wicked car.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I've been looking at it for quite a while and I'm just not on board. Did I see a couple of turbos there? I don't know.
There's just a lot going on.
There's just too much going on. It's making my brain hurt.
I think it's great. I think you could spend hours and the guy would talk you through all the things. Oh wow,
Yeah, I think the long and short of it is, Alan Hull, we don't know, but we appreciate what you've done, but we just, I don't know, maybe not be able to put it into words properly. Although Amy, you got closest, definitely.
Cinderella steampunk.
Exactly.
I mean, it's quite baroque, isn't it, in a way? But I kind of appreciate that.
Okay. All right.
I like its insanity. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our 8th car. Right, before I talk about the specs, Ian, are we agreed this is low enough for you now?
Yes, I knew you were going to say that. Yeah. Why did I know you? This is definitely low enough, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this is Grant Kennard's 1966 Ford F100. Ford F100 pickup imported from America by me. I did all the work myself, designing the chassis modifications, suspension and anything else that was needed to get the vehicle sitting on the floor. It has a front suspension setup from a Jaguar XJS, numerous chassis modifications, and the bed floor has been raised due to the large rear chassis notches. Ian, we've got to throw it to you first of all. What do you think?
Well, I love that generation of pickup trucks, although I'm a bit of a Chevy man myself, but never mind. I like bits of it. I've never been comfortable with these caravan tops that go onto a lot of the American pickup trucks, but overall it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'd love to see it on its proper ride height driving. I think that would be quite interesting.
Oh, you want it a bit lower still?
No, just see it driving. I like to see it moving.
Yeah.
I'm kind of torn. There's bits about it I like. There's bits about it I'm not so sure about. Okay. I mean, the floor of the bed must be quite high by now, so there's not a lot of room in the back of that.
No. Maybe it's just sleeping for 2 people, just like that. You're not allowed to move at night.
But it's a great colour. Love the colour.
Oh, you're a bit of a turquoise man.
Oh, I love turquoise. Yeah.
Perfect. Sam, what do you think?
I love the truck and I love the colour. For me, it looks like one of those cars where someone has put it on bricks, taken the wheels, run away, and then the bricks have been kicked out. It's it's hard to believe that there are still tyres under there. But as a truck, I think it's very cool, and I like that it's being done. But it's so low. It's on the floor, like he said. I mean, he's achieved his goal, I suppose. Yeah.
But not one for you?
Not one for me at that height.
Okay.
I think if it was higher, I'd be a bit more keen.
All right. Put a Ferrari engine in it and paint it red, and then you're all about that life.
If you told me it had a Ferrari V8, I would be running out the door to try and find that right now.
Sam, it has a V8, but I don't think it's a Ferrari one. What do you think, Amy?
I'm intrigued to know what would happen if you got a flat tyre. I don't really know. Would you notice when you had sparks coming out from the side or something like that? I love this era of truck. I think the wicked colour's great. Not sure about how low it is. Again, personal preference. It does feel at the same time like it's kind of out of a Pixar movie or something like that, where it's literally just something cartoon that's going to sell ice cream out back or something like that. But it's unique. I'll leave it as that.
Yeah, I think I agree. For me, it's just a bit too low and slow, and just not particularly usable. It's a show car. I think
it's got personality though.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it probably goes quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should call him up and take it. Yeah. Anyway, we've had a look at 8 of your cars, and we've got to know the UK judges. So let us now throw it over to the US and get to know the judges there.
Hello, my name is Fraser Campbell. I'm the lead product designer for Hot Wheels Basics, 164th mainline. This is actually my second time around. I started this year back in May. The time before that I started in 1998 and I was here for 17 years. Julian.
Hi Fraser, I'm Julian Payne, Principal Designer at Hot Wheels. I've been here about 23 years. I'm in the Advanced Play group, working on radio control and other innovations within toys. I've worked on everything from diecast to playsets throughout the vehicles category and mainly in Hot Wheels. I've got a degree in transport design from Coventry in the UK. Yeah, I think it has to look perfectly right at that miniature scale. The vehicle needs bold lines that will translate when you get down to that small size. So it's got to be pocket-sized perfection, is what I say.
Yeah, another really important thing to think about is the silhouette. The 1/64th scale. How does it stand out on the shelf? Is it going to be how bold it is? How does it compare to the rest of the vehicles on the shelf? Silhouette's a very important thing.
Well, it's nice to see some British cars entered. They look like they're having a lot of fun in that MG. And the Escort is something really special. Such attention to detail there and the craftsmanship that's on show. It really has transformed what is an ordinary family car into something really exotic. And that Mini, the tune attitude and the slam stance with the exposed engine, such drama going on. So yeah, enjoying the cars.
Obviously, you mentioned that we haven't seen yet, but we will get onto those. So let's carry on then. Let's have a look at the next car. Your eyes do not deceive you. That is a shortened Golf. If I were a car, I would be this. I saw you chuckling. a little bit about that. Have you seen these cars before, these Shorties before?
Yeah.
Are you a fan?
No.
Okay, right, let's move on. I'm going to quickly just talk you through what it's about. So this is Paul Bird's 1989 Golf Mark II GTI Shorty, and Paul writes, over a year at nights in my spare time, I shortened my Golf by 3 feet and fully restored it all in my garden shed. After people saw my work, I managed to set up a small restoration body shop from just doing this little car. So props to you, Paul, for achieving it and achieving what looks like a very good finish and creating a business out of that. I'm all about that. I would love to drive one of these, maybe not live with it, although I'll give it a good go. I think it's great. Easy to park in London, retro lines, iconic, and yeah, you'll get lots of love and lots of views everywhere. Maybe not from Ian though. So,
well, I appreciate the amount of work that's gone into it, and I appreciate the notion of it. What slightly gets to me is that proportionally it doesn't feel right to me, because the front's been left as it was, the rest has been chopped up. You know, personally I would rather have seen the whole thing shrunk to that length, but by proportion.
Paul, you need to work harder.
But then you wouldn't have space for the engine, I suppose. So it's an incredible piece of work.
Yeah.
It's certainly a double take in the street, isn't it? I love the suspension. Yeah, I'd struggle with the overall proportion of it.
Yeah, you're a fan of air ride, aren't you? I'm getting this.
Oh yeah, of course. We should all have air ride. even defenders.
I agree.
Amazing. Amy, what do you think?
I think if you saw this as a Hot Wheels and in a shop, you'd think that they'd made it a little bit wrong. It's such a funny little thing, which the more I look at this film, the more I love it actually. I think it's ridiculous, and every time you'd go out to drive it, you'd just chuckle to yourself, the way that we all chuckled when we saw the video. I feel a little bit sorry for it, because like we're laughing at it, but I mean the way you have to step into the car to be able to drive it, and it lifts up, I think is very adorable. Yeah, it's a yes from me.
Yeah, perfect. You wouldn't want to do an emergency brake in this though, would you? I can just imagine it just rolling over, toppling over. Yeah. Anyway, that's a discussion for another time. Sam, what do you think?
Oh, I absolutely love this thing. This is my second favourite car so far.
Really?
Honestly, I'd never heard of Shorties. Did you say it was Shorties?
Why do you look at me and say that?
What do you think? But I just think it's adorable. I think it's so well finished. It doesn't look like it could have come out of the factory, but it does look proper. And there's something about it which I think is so fun, but also cool. And I just think it's great. I think it's red. It's red.
Did I mean Ferrari 360 Stradale V8?
That's a Rosso Corsa. But yeah, I don't know why it looks like it's just jumped out of a cartoon or off Instagram, and I think that's great.
Cool. So I think the majority are fans.
Would you do that to Ferrari?
You know what? I wouldn't say no, but
you heard it here first. Follow Sam, follow his adventures, and he will make a Ferrari into a Shorty.
I would be willing to give it a go, actually.
If someone pays for it to
yeah,
happen,
if it can help with the final lines. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, Paul, loving your work. Let's take a look at car number 10. There we go, and this is John Salisbury's Mazda RX7, one-of-a-kind TCP Magic Mazda RX7 FD, which I built myself at the age of 23. I made many parts myself for the car, like engine components, a braking system, most of the exhaust, and a lot of the car's aero. I used to have a Hot Wheels track and played with it all the time as a kid, and it would mean the world to me if you would choose my car to be part of your tour. Well, John, here we are, and we've got none other than Ian Callum talking about it right now. What do you think?
Oh my goodness, that's a difficult one. I mean, I love that. I love that model of the RX7 in its purest state.
Should we move on?
No, I don't. There's bits about it I really like. I think there's, but it's just too fragmented for my liking. You know, there are areas in the front which don't match the areas at the back, and it just feels like it lacks a little bit of integration. I think another step round to kind of to move some of these parts and re-establish them front and rear, it could look a lot better.
So what
there's good things and bad things.
What you're saying is it would be a really nice car if you just kept kept it original.
Personally, that's what I would do. Yes.
So
Bigger
John-
wheels, lower it, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely lower it.
So John, just undo everything that you've done.
No. Don't undo everything. Most of it is actually quite well done. Just one or two bits are a bit too much discord.
Okay.
Especially
Are we
around
talking
that
the wings?
The front wings, yeah. I don't know what's going on there.
It's a bit Pikes Peak, isn't it?
Yeah, which is fine in itself.
But not here. Okay.
Possibly not.
Okay. Sam?
Controversially, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift was my favourite of the Fast and Furious franchise.
That is very controversial.
Very controversial, and this is giving me major sort of Tokyo Drift vibes. The only thing is, I don't know if, in comparison to what else we've seen, if this is Hot Wheels enough. This, it's really an incredible creation and a lot of work that's gone into it, but it doesn't have the same sort of flair, the same sort of personality, some of the details that we've seen in some of the other creations. So I really like it. I just think it maybe, doesn't quite live up to some of the other cars that we've seen so far.
Yeah. Well, that's a proper stinger, that one. It's good, but it doesn't live up to anything.
Just in this category, oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, John.
Amy, what do you think?
I think it's cool, but kind of the opposite to Ian. You say, strip it back. I want to see more. I want to see the neon lights. I want to see these ridiculous, crazy additions. And I think that would just, when you said disco, I thought, you know what, neon lights and some jazz hands coming out of it. You've got it. Like, that would be perfection. So I do love it, but I would have loved to have seen more of it. But
Like stage up. Yeah.
So you want to go like full Tokyo Drift?
Full Tokyo Drift.
Okay.
Send, full send.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you've got to this point, you might as well just carry on. Yeah.
Go all out.
Yeah.
I love the rear wing. The rear wing's great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so there are some plus points.
No, absolutely. No, it's not. It's not all lost.
Right, okay, so before we take a look at the last two cars, you saw in the other video how dirty we got this. It was a mammoth mission getting it clean, so let's just take a look at a bit of a cleaning section, because people like that sort of stuff. Ian was just saying to me, he leaned over and said, "It's disgusting," which it really was. I mean, we took this to a quarry, we off-roaded it, we got shot at with paintballs. It was painful, it was a lot of fun, but yeah, at the end of the day, the car was an absolute write-off. I didn't think we'd ever see it again.
I like the way they were polishing the wheels at the end, as if that was going to, make up for the way the car looks. Sorry, I didn't know
This is the first and last time you get invited here. You go back to Monaco and you stay there, mister. Anyway, the car is clean-ish. There's a few bits of mud. Anyway, we're going to move swiftly on because we've got two more cars to look at. So let's have a look at car number 11. Ian, you're giving me those eyes.
The Roger Moore look.
Yeah, you are giving me the Roger Moore look. Have you got something to say on this?
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I love the P1800 anyway. It's a super car. I love feelers like this. It's It's just a fantastic looking
This excites
dragster.
you. Let me quickly
Yeah.
talk you through the specs. So this is owned by Eleanor Jones. It's a 1968 Volvo P1800, Scandinavian bodied, American engined, the unique Volvo gasser that everyone gasps at and says, love the car, it looks like a Hot Wheels. I think we all agree on that. The car does not hang about, with a quarter-mile time of 10.01 seconds at 133 miles an hour, thanks to the big block supercharged 454 Chevy V8. I mean, it is Hot Wheels all over, isn't it? I think we love it.
Yeah, it does what it says in the tin.
It
doesn't
really does, yeah.
It really does. Yeah.
Can you, I mean, you obviously know gassers quite a lot. Can you just explain to us what a gasser is?
Well, basically, it's a straight out and out drag racer with a car body on it, you know, and they tend to be production car bodies as opposed to fiberglass ones and such like. So they tend to replicate something that has been in the street at one point. And the reason they stick them up so much at the front is to try and get more traction in the back. So there's a reason for its dynamics, for it to look that way. So that's what they're about. So they're drag racing street cars in its ultimate form.
Yeah, and it was really interesting, before the live stream actually started, you said, you don't have any gases, do you? And I said, yes. And you're like, really? And here we are.
There we are, in a Swedish Volvo.
Yeah.
I mean, they like drag racing in Sweden, don't they? So
They do indeed,
it's a big deal. No, it's fabulous. So top knots. Yeah, just as quality as well, because a lot of these cars, having gone through this whole process, don't always end up that clean. You know, the body almost becomes secondary. The chassis is primarily what it's about, but this is a super built car.
Yeah, been done very well.
Beautifully, yeah.
Amy, do you like it?
Right, so the P1800 is literally one of my top 3 favourite cars ever. So I'm already loving it. And then I think, as Ian said, it's so clean, so beautifully done. It nails the brief. It really nails the brief for me. And just everything about it I love. And I'd love to have a go, even just a passenger. I think would be such a wicked ride.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
like,
Be terrifying.
Come on, Ian, you and me.
No, I agree with you. It'd be deliciously terrifying.
Like the best things in life.
Yeah, yes.
No, I love it. And I also love the Ain't No Saint on the side as well. Like,
Ain't No
I'm a big
Saint.
lover of hand-painted stuff. I hope it's hand-painted, even if it's vinyl. I think it's great and lovely addition. So yeah, big, like top marks from me.
Amazing. Sam?
Brilliant. I mean, I'm glad Ian's here to explain what a gasser was, because in my small little bubble of Monaco supercar, I wasn't that aware of them, and I thought this was a road car, and I was already excited. But then to find out it's a full-on drag racer, it's the coolest thing ever to see that flying down a quarter-mile, half-mile. It's brilliant, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, very, very well executed, and an absolute joy to see, and like pure Hot Wheels, isn't it? It really is pure Hot Wheels.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's now move it on to our 12th car. I think you'll like this one too. Right, so this is Ben Mellor's 1972 Escort Mark I. And he writes, the Ford Escort Speedster has been a lockdown project which started as a restoration of a rotten 1972 Mark I Escort and became a ruthless two-seat, go-against-the-grain outlaw build, taking 7 months to complete. Amy, do you like this?
You know what, 7 months, that's pretty quick.
Impressive, isn't it? Yeah.
The amount of restorations that you hear that are like, I've had it now for 20 years. So to do this in 7 months, I think is incredibly impressive. I'm a big fan. I think it looks really, really cool. Just everything about it. It's kept a nod to its originality, but at the same time, it has completely, looks completely like something you've never seen before. So, yeah, big win.
Yeah, big win. And it's road legal as well, which is cool. Yeah. Oh. Big fan of that, Sam.
On a purely superficial level, it's green with tan, which I'm a huge fan of.
An off-white cream engine bay, which I think is...
It just all works. I think, visually it's really impactful, but sort of really tastefully done. And I'm a big fan of roof-down driving at the moment. I've just spent a few months in an F-Type convertible.
Here we go.
Also green with tan. So,
In Monaco,
yeah.
of course. Perfect.
And yeah, so I would love to have a go in this. I think it would be an absolute joy on the road, and just looks fantastic.
It looks right, yeah. Ian? From
Yeah, I really like it. I mean, I love the Mark 1 Escort, and one of my favourites. It's a fabulous version of it. Well done. I'd love to know what engine that is. It looks pretty powerful.
Quite spicy.
Yeah. No, it's just beautifully done. The time he's done it in as well is quite impressive. I hope it's structurally well sorted. I'm sure it is, but yeah, I really like it.
Low enough for you?
I'd put it a bit lower.
I don't know if it's got air ride as well. So
No, it clearly hasn't. And these are big wheels he's got on there,
Yeah.
so yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay,
Absolutely
perfect.
fine.
And anything design-wise that you'd want to see, maybe in the next iteration?
I would take the coach line off it. I don't understand coach lines, but there you go. That's just a personal thing.
Okay.
But
Right.
maybe chop the screen a bit
Ooh.
slightly. That would be interesting, because we did that on the Project 7. We just took about 1.5 inches off the screen. It makes all the difference.
Yeah. And then it is a proper speedster.
And it's a
isn't it?
proper
Yeah.
speedster, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, that's a good way to end. So that's a look at this year's entries. Before we decide on our 2021 winner, let's throw it over to the US team again to find out what their top 3 picks are. Let's take a look.
All right, so it's down to the final choices. What are your top 3, Fraser?
Number 3 is going to have to be the Volvo, the Gasser. I don't think I've ever seen this model as a Gasser before. It's already a beautiful design, but I love how they've managed to keep it so clean, because Gassers are always it's so strange in their proportions. This is a really nice example. And the reference to the Saint is also pretty cool too. I like that. But I think the Saint's car was white, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Number 2, I'd have to go for the drag bus, because I know we've done this one before, but this has more of an authentic top fuel dragster engine in it, and I think it's a pretty cool design. Number 2 for me. Number 1, I'm going to have to go with the Ford Escort. The RS1600 is one of my favourite castings that we did in Hot Wheels, and I'd love to see this one. I like how this has been turned into a roadster version. That's a really interesting concept. The details on it are exquisite. The craftsmanship is really good. Clear winner for me.
Well, for me, number 3, that's got to be the Mini. I think that's a timeless classic car that's been had that Japanese tuner aesthetic and style applied to it with that exposed front engine. Really does instantly looks like a Hot Wheels car. So that's number 3 for me. Number 2, the Gasser Volvo. Such a unique thing to see, something we've definitely never seen before. Taking that coupe body and putting it on a Gasser style chassis. It's just so unique, and the potential there for that to be a Hot Wheels car, it would look very good at scale. Very unique stance. And number 1 for me is the Escort. It's so original again, and the transformation from a family saloon sedan to a roadster body is quite incredibly well done. The detail there, the British Racing green exterior with the tan leather, the silver accents. It's a great color scheme, and it just incorporates those rally wheel arches and the sculpting of the body is perfect, and the fun you can see that they had driving around the country roads in England. Just a beautiful car. That would be an amazing Hot Wheels.
And now a reminder that you can fulfill all of your Hot Wheels dreams at Smith's Toys Superstore. Hit the link in the bio for more information. Right, it is now crunch time, which means that we need to pick our winner. So why don't you guys take a look at the trophy and last year's winner while we deliberate. Does that sound good? All right, let's take a look. Right, so welcome everybody to James Williams. This is your motor vehicle, a 1976 Hillman Imp.
It was pretty tatty when I got it. It was the paint was all shabby and stuff. Imp's a standard 875cc. This has been bought out. It's quite a common way to do it, to 930cc. From 35, it's gone up to 65 brake horsepower. It's got a whole fuel injection setup, so that basically, yeah, it came with the manifold that I got it with. This is the third interior it's had now, because I just get bored basically.
And looking back as well, the roll cage, you've only gone and wrapped that in leather as well, haven't you?
It took me about 6 hours to hand stitch.
I mean, the attention to detail is amazing. Even your helmet, it's incredible. Look at that. It's all these kind of little nuances and details that made me want this car to be, you know, my top pick for the Hot Wheels Virtual Legends Tour. Okay, so that was last year's winner. Before we reveal this year's winner, and we've been deliberating for quite a while, thank you very much to everyone who entered. We've actually had record number of entries this year, so that's super awesome to hear and see. And now it gives me great pleasure to announce our winner, and it's the MR2. No, it's not. It's not the MR2. It is in fact the Volvo P1800 Gasser that's owned by Eleanor Jones. So very well done to you. Just very quickly, what did you guys like about it so much for it to be your winner?
Everything there. I think the minute we all saw it, we just were instantly drawn to, yeah, I mean, just what it was, the creation, how well it'd been done, how beautiful that car is, but what a mammoth, you know, it is now. I think we all just immediately knew in our heart of hearts.
And it screams Hot Wheels, doesn't it? It really does, yes.
And it was so beautifully done, and a lot of these dragsters don't get that level of finish and TLC. They really don't, and this one did, and it deserved it because the car is such a beautiful car to begin with. Yeah.
Indeed, yeah. And honourable mention as well, we've got two more cars that we really liked. Amy, why don't you talk us through those very quickly?
Oh, well, we couldn't not say that we love the Escort. Like, it was just such a wicked car, but it was one of those where, you know, as soon as we started discussing, the Volvo was something we all went to straight away, and we kind of like thought, oh, well, what about the Escort, what about this, what about that? And it was really, really tough because, I mean, the Escort was wicked. It really, really was.
And the Singer.
The Singer.
The Singer was the other one that I think, you know, we were all debating for a long time about the incredible details of the Singer. But there was just something that every time we had this roundabout conversation that brought us back to the Volvo, right? Mm-hmm. So they were definitely two close runners up.
Absolutely.
But yeah, couldn't quite steal us away from that Volvo.
No, indeed, yeah. So thank you very much again for entering. It's been really cool to see some of your wild and wacky creations. That now concludes this live stream. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much to our awesome judges as well. Let's end this by taking another look at the amazing Volvo P1800.